Hello and welcome to Brimwood Farm. So today I was going to do a video about how we're stuck in limbo, we don't know what's going on, but I thought, you know what? Nobody wants to hear that. We need some positivity. It is a beautiful spring day, the sun is shining and there is loads to be thankful for, and there is loads of things that I have changed my mind on here at Brimwood Farm because of the current situation. So coming up are 7 reasons that I'm staying positive and that maybe you can find some positivity in too. So remember that thing where I said I wasn't going to hatch any chicks, and then a few weeks ago I made a video how I broke the no hatch rule? Well, you know what? To hell with it. I'm going all in. So number 1, positive things that I'm going to do this year is more chicks. I wasn't going to do it because I didn't want to move and have loads of babies, but moving seems like a distant plan now. So we're going to hatch some more Icksworth to try and finally get Eddie some women. We're going to hatch some quail, so the quail should actually be hatching any time now. They are in the incubator. We've got a load of pheasant eggs in the incubator, and also I'm going to hatch some more chickens, and I'm going to hatch some more khaki Campbell ducks as well, because as much as they are messy, I really want a drake. So we're going to hatch some ducks, some chickens and some quail. We're going to forget that I even pretended I wasn't going to hatch, because when the weather is like this, I just want baby chicks. My second positive thing is it is the perfect time to get your dahlias in. If you go and look at your dahlias in their dry storage, you'll see that they'll probably start to put up some little shoots now. And so now is the time when you can actually get them into some soil and let them sort of start to generate some energy and some growth. And then obviously in months to come, we're going to have gorgeous flowers. So yesterday I got the first of my dahlias in. They're just down here. Here they are. So at this time of year, I don't actually pot them into pots and water them. I just put them into soil. You can see on this one here, we've got a little shoot coming up here. There's the first shoot, and then there's some little nodules in here of shoots. Now they're just in a tub. This has no drainage holes. They are not getting watered. They are just sat in my lean-to in the overnight, and that just gives the roots some warmth, and they will start to, these tubers will start to create some roots and go into the soil. As I get more growth like this, I will be able to see when they need to be watered, because these shoots will come up, and then if they start to wilt, that's the time when they really need to get some water into them. And then you can grow them up in these big tubs, and then you can pop them on into pots or into the ground. The other major silver lining was I was going to spend £300 or £400 on dahlia tubers this year for the cutting garden at the farm. I haven't done that yet, so I've saved myself a lot of money, but also got some plants in the ground. And my third positive, and I'm really sorry guys, this is only for those of us in the UK, but tomorrow the clocks go forward, which means an extra hour of sun. Now if we are all quarantined and we're all locked down at home, that means you've got an extra hour of sun to get into your garden and do some planting or some sowing. If you haven't got a garden, you can open that window, you can get some seeds going on your windowsill, on your balcony. We've got an extra hour to be positive for, so I'm super happy about that. So another reason, and my fourth reason to be positive at the moment, is that actually I'm really behind on my planning. Most of winter was spent sorting out work and lambing, and all of the crazy stuff that was going on in my workplace, so I'm a bit behind. So I have now got plenty of time to sit down with my favourite books and go through them and plan out exactly what I'm doing at the farm. I know that I want a market farm garden, I know that I want to do permaculture, and I've got a rough idea about the size of beds, especially from Jean-Martin Fortier's book, so I kind of know the bed sizes I want, and I know the kind of the focus crops I want, but I haven't measured that space. I haven't sat down and listed all the things I need to buy. You know, I can't just plonk beds in, because I've got to water them somehow. I've got to protect them from the deer, and we all know the deer have been rampaging through the farm and eating lots of trees, so they cannot be left to their own devices. So I've got to protect, I've got to water, I've got to dig the things out in the first place, and I've got to get all my seed starts going. So actually this time at home is really good to sit down and do some proper planning. And if you were ever thinking of putting in a vegetable garden or completely remodeling your garden, now is the time to do it. You don't need that much. DIY stores currently are still open. And you know, to make an easy bed in your garden is the no dig method. You just need paper and cardboard. You could just put that onto your lawn, and then you put the soil on top and you can start to plant into it. So actually you don't need a vast amount. So that is my fourth reason for being positive at the moment, is just loads of time for planning. Now my fifth reason for being positive is another self-imposed rule that I have broken, and it is to do with this little guy. So this is Thane. He is my buck. He is a New Zealand California cross rabbit, and a week ago Buck did his first ever thing with little lady Dahlia. So in about 3 weeks time we will be having baby bunnies. Now obviously I didn't want to do that, I wasn't going to do that until we moved to the farm, just because I wanted A, more space, and B, again, I didn't want to be transporting loads of kits to and from. I have no idea when we're going to be able to move to the farm now, so I just thought, let's just get on with it. Let's get some kits. I've only bred one doe, so I've only bred that one Dahlia doe. He did 2 drop-offs. It took him a long time to get it, but now he kind of understands the mating procedure. I think he'll become a pretty good buck. So fingers crossed, in just under 3 weeks time now, we should have some little baby kits. Now he is this gorgeous brown colour, as are both my does, but they've come from stock where they can be grey and blue and some little white speckled as well. So I can't wait to see what we actually get colour-wise from the kits. Now my sixth reason to be personally quite positive is my vegetable garden. So as many of you know, I really didn't sow anything, and I hadn't planned on sowing anything during this season because, again, I was going to be moving. So there wasn't a lot in the ground. However, the warm weather and actually coming down and looking at what I've got has revealed that actually it's not too bad. So this is all carrots. These are all carrots from last year. I've pulled up some up the other day, and they are great. You can see they're in here, so they're all still very, very yummy. So I have got carrots, and I'm going to do some more carrots and some more radishes because they're fairly quick crops. So if I do some carrots, some radishes and some salads, then regardless of what happens, I've got some quick turnaround crops. The salad that I put, the spinach that I put in the end of last year, I think, and just covered it with a cloche, is doing really well. Obviously, we've got leaves, we're harvesting, I'm eating it. So again, really, really positive. The kale has done really well as well. So we've got some kale over there, and then we've got some more kale here. A couple of them went to flower, and so I've just taken the flowers off and fed them to the chickens. But for the most part, we've got some really nice kale, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to continue picking these leaves. The chicory has come really well. These are last year's beets, so we've still got beet greens, and these obviously I'm also giving to the chickens as well. And then there's some more chicory over in this bed here. So actually, the fact that I didn't actually plant anything and wasn't planning on being here, I've still got spinach, carrots, kale, chicory, beet greens, and I can still pop in radishes, carrots and some more salad crops. Actually, that is quite a good thing to be happy about. It also means that my compost heap, which is currently rammed, can be emptied, and I can reuse all of this compost on these beds for the next few weeks. And then finally, I'm still really, really happy that I have these beautiful almond flowers. I've never kept almonds before, and I must say I was a little bit remiss the past couple of days because we have had really low temperatures at night, and I haven't come out and got the almond in like I should have done. But the flowers are all still here. They're all still on the plant. Now I've said that, they will probably drop off and I won't get any harvest, but it's nice to see that, you know, I've been planning this nuttery for so long and wanted to get almonds, so it's nice to see that these almond flowers are coming out, and they're so pretty. And I can just imagine when you have a big grove of them, they'll just look absolutely splendid when they're all out in bloom at this time of year, along with obviously flowering cherries and things like that. It's just such a spring feeling. So really, really positive about seeing all of these flowers. So I know we really are living in uncertain and scary and worrying times, but one thing is certain, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, spring is coming, and she will come and she will make things grow, and she will make trees come into leaf and bees come out and butterflies, and we will have chicks and we'll have baby animals everywhere, and that's going to happen because it is spring, so we can be certain of that and we can find the positives in that. So if you're at home and you're locked in and you have a garden, now is the perfect opportunity to get outside and start growing and get some vitamin D from the sun and enjoy it. And if you haven't got a garden, you can still grow things on your windowsills, your balcony. Go online if you're too worried about going out and get some house plants. We can all grow stuff, and growing stuff, really, you can see movement, life continues, and that, if anything, is positive. That is positive. Life just carries on. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Certainly making it for me has helped me find some positives at a time when actually I was feeling pretty negative. Please stay safe, everybody. If you've liked the video, hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. If you're on Facebook, come and join us at Brimwood Farm's community group. Again, lots of positivity there at the moment with members carrying on with life, growing things and really trying to buoy each other up. Stay safe, stay inside if you have been told to do so, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.